Hoda, it was a week ago today. You were talking to Drew Brees, and you just had a moment.
I also think a lot of things are contagious, including generosity. So our hope is that because you let us know that you made this big generous donation, I think other people look and say, hey, maybe I can help out too. Drew, we love you.
Love you too, Hoda.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, a lot more. Sorry.
Just watch it over and over because I loved your reaction. It was so genuine. What was going through your mind at that moment?
I think everybody has like their breaking point somewhere. Sometimes you have it in the bathroom at home, or you're in the car and your kids are inside. I mean, mine probably was at the least appropriate place it could have been, but I think there was something about his kindness and his generosity in that moment.
Yeah.
And I think when he said, like, as a big, strong football player, when I said, I love you, Drew, because I just say that usually, and he was like, I love you. And something about all of it just kind of came together. And I feel like we're all on the hairy edge, like, and I think we all need to pick a place. I wish it hadn't been this place, but I think we all have to have a place where we can, like, let the dam break, wherever that place happens to be.
I thought in that moment that the I love you got you because of your relationship also, that you two have that kind of special relationship.
Well, he may be like one of the most perfect human beings because he's an awesome father and husband. He's a great friend to people. He loves his team. He's a great leader, and he loves his city, the city of New Orleans, which I love too. I have a fortunate to have a special connection with Drew, but seeing his generosity just eclipses everything. Like, the guy is in a class all by himself.
Yeah, I agree. Now, Savannah, how hard was it for you, because you're not sitting next to Hoda, but you understand you somehow need to comfort your friend at that moment?
Hoda. I know it's a lot.
Sorry.
Hoda, I'm so sorry, hun. Take a moment.
Sorry.
It's a lot. I know where your heart is, my dear. I do. How about I read the teas? You
Yes,
want me
please.
to? Okay. Deep breath. I could just understand exactly where she was coming from. I think it's because the tender word that Drew had for her to say, I love you, Hoda. I know that really touched her, but also I thought because she cares so deeply for the people of New Orleans, and that whole interview was really about what they're going through and their suffering, and that's why I said to her, I know where your heart is, Hoda. I know what you're thinking. I know why it hurts, because you're thinking of these people who've been through so much, and why again. I'm so proud of Hoda every day. I think she's incredible on multiple levels, but I was really proud of her in that moment, especially because she opened the way for a lot of people to say, we're all so blessed and lucky if it hasn't touched us personally yet, but that doesn't mean that isn't a time of uncertainty and sadness, anxiety, and it's okay to feel your feelings, and it's okay to let it out sometimes. And it's okay to do that, and then take a breath, and then smile and move on, which she does better than anybody else. So I think she's just showing her heart, and the reason why everyone loves her.
And can I just say one thing? This taught me something else, Savannah. Like, you weren't with me, but you were. And I never thought a person could be comforted like by FaceTime or across the screen. I just didn't think that was possible even. But I found out it was. Like I could feel you.
It makes you emotional every time you watch it. And it reminds us that you all are genuine folks. And speaking of that emotion, Savannah, I'll ask you first, what is it like? Because you have to tell tough stories each and every day and bring tough news to people out there.
Yeah. You know
How hard is that?
It isn't easy. It is not easy right now. I mean, we know how lucky we are, and we're lucky because we have each other, we have our families, we still have our jobs, and we have a purpose. And I think both Hoda and I and everybody on the Today Show staff who's working so hard feel really strongly about that. But it's hard to tell these stories. And I know why people say, it's enough, I don't want to hear it anymore. I get it, I feel the same way. It's hard to ask the questions. It's hard sometimes to ask the hard questions. I don't want to get in a confrontation or a fight, but I feel like right now we got to be on the side of information and facts, and I really want to get those facts for our viewers. Like, I'm going to find out for you guys. I'm going to do it, and we all feel that way. And it's a tough time.
Yeah, Hoda, how about for you?
I was just listening to Savannah, and I think there's nobody better really at like getting to the nut of it. Like getting the detail and understanding and not just being okay with broad brush statements, like getting to it, because if I were at home listening, I would want to know how I can keep my family safe. I need specifics. I don't need broad brush things. And I think Savannah has a really, really great way of getting to it. I always learn something after one of her interviews. And if there's ever a time when we need it, it's now. Like, this is the time when you need that to get facts and information out. And I think we try on our show to do that in the best way. And while we're doing it, we're really mindful of our tone. We want you to know that, you know, we're holding your hand virtually as we're telling you what's going on. And I think that's probably the best way we can do it.